I come from three, possibly four or five royal families in Africa, believe it or not. So my ancestors traveled a lot under different circumstances, but they didn't just stay in one place and marry their own. So I am from mixed heritage across Africa. So the certain ones that are for sure are from my father's side, also from my mother's, but let's take my father's first. The first one is I'm a cousin to the King of Swaziland, who is a Dlamini, through my grandmother, Sifi Dlamini, the mother of my father, who's Polycarp Chirwa, Chiozo. Chiozo is the name of my grandfather and our clan, or should I say our family under our clan, which are the Chirwas. And the Chiozos are from Katabe in Sanga, specifically from the village of Dambo. And we arrived there many years ago, possibly 700 years ago, maybe later. So I learned the history in a very mystic way, which I'll tell somewhere else. But the name Chiozo is, at Dambo we are known as Tongas, but the name Chiozo goes further than Tonga. So the name Chiozo goes all the way to Igbo land in Nigeria. So a lot of the Igbos, a lot of people from the from West Africa, were taken as slaves by the Arabs towards Zanzibar, towards Madagascar. And it so happens that my family did not cross the ocean but actually stayed there in Malawi and settled at Dambo. So that's from my father's side. So my grandfather Chiozo, he was a chief and he had 32 wives, and he fought on the side of the British in the World War. And after that he went to South Africa, where he met my grandmother Sifi Dlamini, who was a princess in the royal family in Swaziland. Okay. As for my mother's name was Joyce Makukula. She is the daughter of Chief Makukula from eastern Zambia, or you could say western Malawi if you wanted, under King Mpezeni. Okay, so that's that line. Her mother, who passed away around this time, almost this time, next month it'll be a year, Elizabeth Peary. She was married to Chief Makukula, and she begot my mother, of course, and her father, Sandulizane Peary, is from the Chewa tribe. Whether he is a royal, I do not know, but he was definitely a significant personality, and he's known for his personality, and I was given his name, James Sandulizane Peary. And he is known to have been a cook in colonial days, a cook for the district commissioner of police, I believe, police district commissioner in Lusaka in Zambia. And he was the first, or maybe the only man in the entire British Empire who was given a certificate to smoke marijuana in public, ganja. And that happened because he was a great cook, and the colonial master loved the food that he could prepare, the really good British dishes, and he loved to invite people over to his residence for dinner because he knew that James would cook them some good dinner. But one day he came home early and found him smoking weed, and he said, so he might prohibit you from smoking this henceforth. And of course, being a good man, he obeyed. But what happened was that the quality of the food went down, and so his employer came to him and asked him, "What's wrong with the cooking? Why is the food not good anymore?" And my great grandfather said to him, "Hey, for me to cook real good food, I need to smoke and meditate. And when I get in that zone, I really cook what needs to be cooked." And so it was that this man could not do without his good food. He says, "Well, not only will you be allowed to smoke when you want to, I'll give you a piece of paper that allows you to smoke whenever you want to smoke." So that would be Sandulizani Piri, and his name Sandulizani means make a change. Sandulizani Piri. And I use that name a lot, so I like to have that in my long name. We say Jimmy Anderson, or you call me Jimmy, or you call me Gad. But one of my most important names is Sandulizani. That means go out and make a change. Go out and transform these things. So I've named him. And as for my grandmother's, on her father's side, I believe, on her mother's side, I'm not sure, she's Lenje from Serenge. Okay, so I don't know if that part is royal family, but I will find out. I'll take time and go and find out. I know there are colonial records in Zambia, in Lusaka, so I will also look for the certificate, the ganja certificate, that whether it's official or whether it's just a written piece of paper, I don't know. But he used to smoke the weed, and the police would come up to him and say, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he used to like to actually do it demonstratively in front of police, so that they would ask him, "What are you doing?" And then he could pull out the paper and say, "Look, read this, my friend, and leave me in peace." Yes. So who have I not touched? Because I said 3 or 4. There's the Igbo one, which I don't know if that one is royal. I don't think so. Then there is the Chiozo, which is royal. There is the Makukula, which is royal. And there's the Dlamini, which is royal. As for the Lenje, I don't know if it is royal. But these bloodlines, these 5, that's who I am. You see, so I'm on a duty, and it's a royal duty. And this is who I am, and I will fulfill it with your help and with your support. Much love, Rastafari. And of course, there is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, Emperor Haile Selassie, who is a great one. So it so happens that my mother and my father divorced, and my mother married a Danish man who brought me here to Denmark by the name of Anderson. And so I've incorporated the Danish aspect of social organization, socioeconomic organization, and those things into the entire product that I am now presenting, and which I plan to present from town to town, from village to village, from Cape Town to Cairo, as we walk and make a change in Africa. Zisakuduse Sandulizani.